Well, good morning. It's The Drive. What's going on? What a night last night as we welcome you into the show inside the Finley Hyundai Studios. And you have an undisputed Natty winner last night. What a season, 16-0 for the Indiana Hoosiers. Yes, they have a football team, and yes, they now have their first ever national championship.
Yes.
How about it?
She's taking a victory lap over there.
Fernando Mendoza, you are the player of the game. You already won the Heisman Trophy. You should be the number one pick in the NFL draft. How do you feel after? I don't think Fernando Mendoza has went to bed.
No.
Paulie.
No.
Somebody do a welfare check on Fernando. Make sure he's okay.
I'm sure he's just fine.
Unbelievable. What a team. What a team. I thought that one of the best college football teams we'd ever seen was the 2019 LSU Tigers team that won the national championship with all those professionals and Joe Burrow, Cool Joe out there smoking cigars afterwards. And now I think you could argue that this might be even better.
Yeah.
The best darn team ever. So let's get right to it. The best thing we saw in sports, we'll do it right now here on the Fan Sports Network.
I already had that one up there. But
I know,
okay.
you got it.
There's a couple plays that resonate with me. There's a couple plays that resonate. There's the block punt. Mm-hmm. Is that the one you're going with, Tara?
Yeah.
This play, Indiana's up 10-7. They're getting the ball back. They should get good field position. But it's 5 minutes left in the third, and it's anybody's ball game at this point. And this is how it sounded last night. Dylan Joyce, the Miami Hurricanes kicker, rugby style rolling right, probably shouldn't have on this kick.
No.
So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown!
Okay.
Yeah. Chris Fowler. Look at that. 0 to 60 in whatever, 1.2 seconds.
We're going to do... Fowler had to have fun last night.
Yeah, he did.
Him and Herbie, I thought they had a solid call. I will say this. I jumped around stations quite a little bit.
Okay.
I was on the McAfee.
Oh, yeah.
And actually found that one pretty entertaining just because it was a different shtick. It wasn't your traditional play-by-play. He was doing some play-by-play, but interjecting just his persona, and I kind of liked it. It was something different. He was being outlandish and having fun with it, and he was 3rd and 3 or 4. He couldn't see. He was standing in the end zone. He couldn't see exactly where, from the press box where the sticks were and how much the yards to gain were, but I didn't care, and I understood that. Didn't matter. So, Indiana wins. Indiana takes down Miami, their first college football national championship. Okay, we're going to do this a little different. So that's option one.
Yeah.
For the
best thing.
Best thing. Okay. Okay. Here's Mendoza. This is Fernando effing Mendoza. This guy is the most polarizing quarterback in college football. He's the king of Indianapolis. He's the king of Indiana. He's the king in Bloomfield. He's the king, and you fill in the city in Indiana here. He is the king.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets the key to every city in this great state of Indiana.
I like that.
I mean, this guy was a 2-star out of high school.
Right.
He was offered a measly preferred walk-on at Miami, which he turned down. And he ends up at Indiana, and he's now a Heisman Trophy winner in a national championship. And this kind of personifies his season, his story, his journey on one run on 4th down. And by the way, Cignetti needs to get a lot of credit on this call because he actually burned an early timeout to set this play up and make sure he had the call. And he goes with the quarterback draw of all the plays. And here's how it sounded last night.
Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Another good one by Chris.
Oh, I love his parents too.
That's where he won the Heisman Trophy. Indiana back up.
Yeah, they kept showing his parents.
Yeah.
Was his mom a nervous wreck?
Oh, yeah, it looked like it, but it
And
was
Dad
just
had
like
to keep like, we did it, we
pure
did it,
relief.
we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable. Paulie, what'd you see on that play? Just pure moxie.
Yeah, moxie personified. I mean, he broke a tackle at the 2. It looked like he was going to be tackled at like the 6. So a lot of near misses for him, but he finds his way in. I mean, that was one of the better plays of the game.
You know what else I loved on that play? I think it was the read on the initial block. He kind of dipped the shoulder left as the guard was trapping and blocking on the left side. Play it one more time, Tara.
Okay.
Watch the initial read on the first block. I mean, he kind of sets that block up by going left, and then he cuts back to the right. Watch the block right there, 75, and he kind of showed left and went right. Like that. That's Bo Nix. That's, that's NFL caliber. That's Josh Allen.
Right.
That's Lamar Jackson-esque.
Yeah.
Like, I fill in the blank NFL quarterback here. Mendoza will be a Raider, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any doubts. I mean, this guy's a winner, man.
Poor dude.
I got there was a video of showing Mark Davis in the pregame, watching him warm up, and it was like the caption was watching a lion look at a gazelle in the field, salivating. Like
he was right there the whole time.
He was like right. He was warming up at like the 5-yard line, and Davis was in the end zone, just like all eyes on him, just looking at him,
licking
like
his
salivating.
chops.
Yeah.
This AI, I mean, geez Louise, I don't know what's funny and not funny and real and not real anymore.
Well,
artificial intelligence.
You gotta think that Davis was at the game last night.
Well,
he owns the #1 pick.
Tom Brady was there wearing, first time I've seen Tom Brady publicly wearing Raiders gear.
Okay.
On the sideline.
Yeah.
Had a Raiders sweater on.
Yeah. That is the first time I've heard of him wearing that gear.
Yeah. I haven't seen that before, and he was wearing that. They pointed that out on the telecast last night. I can't remember which one, if it was the Sky Cam or the McAfee or the film room or the ESPN, 5 different broadcasts of the game last night.
Yeah, they did. They went all out for this one.
Well, I kind of wish we could have the Super Bowl like that.
Right.
But ESPN doesn't have the rights.
No.
The one advantage of ESPN is they can do that multicast like that, all hands on deck. And I enjoyed jumping around and checking out the different angles, the different cameras, the different commentators.
Yeah, they actually had the home radio calls of both schools as an option of the ESPN. Like you could do the Indiana radio call, you could do the Miami radio call. And the awful announcing on Twitter's got the title sealing interception called by Indiana's legendary radio voice, Don Fisher. Is the guy's name.
Don Fisher.
He's been doing it since 1973. Yeah.
Wow.
Been a long time
Jinx,
for
you both
Don.
owe me a Coke.
And he's seen a lot of bad years. He's seen a lot of terrible teams at Indiana. And for him to finally get this moment as a radio guy through and through, this would be a pinnacle moment for any radio guy. And Don had his call of the game-sealing interception.
Another Indiana legend, Don
I know,
Fisher
it's just a couple
called
seconds.
Game-clinching interception from Jamari
It's like you
Sharp.
sent it to me. I don't know.
Here's the snapback. Beck looks, throws it down the field, and it is intercepted by Indiana. Wow, what a play! And it is Jamari Sharp who comes up with a pick, and he runs into the end zone.
I love it. They're all like just nugging it up. And
He's called some many huge moments.
You
in
call
the
that flag all you want.
Yeah, they can't take it away
on
at that point.
Yeah.
So great moment. Good for Don
that was
Fisher.
cool.
It was physical last night.
Yeah.
It was not Indiana in a boat race like some people thought. By the way, props to Tara. She picked Indiana before the college football playoff. So
Yeah, you got your bracket. Can you put it up there for the camera? Do you have it?
I
Yeah.
didn't bring it.
Oh,
I
you
should
did,
have.
okay.
I should have framed it.
You shut up.
No,
And then I'm gonna hang it
that's
on
a
the wall.
Paulie thing to do. Don't be like Paulie. Actually,
I'm just
Paulie
looking
would never
forward to
buy
my-
the frame. He would.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take the time to do that. He just put in your face.
I tape
Right,
it.
yeah.
I put
You
4
tape
pieces of
it up,
tape
yeah.
on there.
Yeah. Man, I keep saying it. Like I hate where college football's going with NIL and portal and just the Wild West and just no rules and everything.
Too bad the product's great, buddy.
But the dang game itself last night, I couldn't take my eyes off the game.
It was
That's
so good.
right.
I still watched every second of that game.
Yeah.
I mean,
You could be protesting with your no NIL sign, no transfer portal all year.
No,
but when
I'm
it comes
not-
game time, you're locked in.
don't misconstrue that. I've never said anything about no NIL. I've been a fan of NIL. I'm not a fan of not having a salary cap right
That's
now.
right.
Right.
You'd have your picket sign with no guardrail.
Yeah.
Guardrails.
Guardrails. We
We need
need rules. we need structure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm in agreement with that.
they're tinkering
too.
with it. Like, these quarterbacks. Like, you watch. There's some quarterback out there, maybe the kid from Duke,
Yeah, Darian Menza.
Yeah.
Menza, that's going to be in Miami this week as the new Canes quarterback.
Well, he signed
That's
a 2-year deal with Duke, and all that stuff's up in smoke whenever you've got the national runner-up calling.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
wanna
that's a
be the
Miami
starter-
thing to do. Go get another quarterback and pay him a bunch of money, right? Just like they did Carson Beck.
Well, they're in the business of winning.
Yeah,
They are. They're in the
they've got
business of
some.
winning.
They've got some big name alumni, and they've got some.
Yeah.
You just call Michael Irvin and ask him for a couple million.
I don't know how much Michael's got left. But
You can call fill in the call. Probably more than Santana Moss.
probably more than
Yeah.
Moss.
Probably more than Gino Torretta, who was a two-time national
Vinny
champ
Testaverde, maybe.
and a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, that's right.
I kind of felt bad for Carson Beck. I mean, you've got Ray over there, another
Yeah. On the
Luminary.
side.
Hall of
Yeah.
Famer, luminary, high-profile Kane. Go win this. Go win this for the Canes. Go win this for the fans, and then he throws an interception on that final drive.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was expecting on that last route.
Just going for the home run.
I mean,
ball.
yeah, he's throwing it up there early enough to try to let the receiver turn his head first and then adjust to it. And I just don't think the receiver turned his head early enough to adjust the route.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. They weren't on the same trajectory or plane of the ball and the route. So it ended up being a pretty easy pick.
Yeah.
Safety help over the top. The corner 22, the made the interception, was able to kind of trail the play, knowing he had help over the top, and go snag any kind of an under back shoulder type throw.
Right.
And I thought Beck played well in the second half. Aside from the end of the game and the interception, I thought he made some nice throws. They were coming after him last night. But look, I don't know, man. That was a game.
Yeah,
that
it
was a game where every play call mattered. Both teams really tried to stick with the run throughout the night. Neither
Yeah.
team abandoned the run, which
Indiana
took
loved
discipline.
the run. They loved the run. And I think Miami had more success with running the football, but Miami or Indiana committed to it.
Yeah.
Off tackle, off the guard, up the middle.
Paul
other
was getting ticked. Like
I was
every
getting
player was like,
upset.
if they run it up the middle again.
They were just melting
And then
clock,
Block would go
and I
right
was
up the
like,
middle. And it
yeah.
was like, great.
Tara loved the 4-yard gains, and I was like, "All right, let's do something else." But they couldn't really pass.
You wanted
because
style points because
I
you were even
wanted-
saying that Mendoza wasn't good last night. And I was like, are you kidding me?
You wanted an explosive play.
He wanted
yeah,
big.
I wanted some style
play.
points, some flair.
And we
but-
didn't get it in the first half. I'm
No.
not going to lie. We didn't get explosive
10-0.
plays in the first half.
Yeah.
Should have been 10-3. Missed a 50-yard field goal off the upright there at the end of the half for the Canes. That could have maybe helped a little bit because they could have maybe been playing it differently at the end, going for a field goal to force overtime.
Right.
Little things like that matter.
The only thing that I was, a couple of my buddies were saying, and I kind of agreed with, is that if you're Signetti and you've got it 4th down and you're up 3 and you're inside the red zone, you go, because there's no point of having a 3 or a 6-point lead.
No, they
'Cause a
go.
touchdown
If
beats
they
you.
get it, and then they don't even need to score. They can just run out the clock.
Yeah.
They could run out the clock, or they could score again and make it a 10-point game and make it insurmountable.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought They should have gone there because
too.
they gave Miami the opportunity to win the game with the ball in their hands in the last 2 minutes.
I know.
And like that was surprising for me for Signetti because
Yeah,
if
but
he
you
doesn't
take the
get it,
tie off the
if he
board.
doesn't get it, just say he doesn't get the first down on 4th down. Say that they don't get it and they're up by 3. Miami still is going to play for the field goal, most likely. They're going to try and force overtime because to go the length of the field that far against the Indiana defense, I don't think they could have done that.
I don't think so either.
So 3 points versus 10 is, I think is a
You can
gamble
still
that
get the
you should
tie.
take. I think he should have taken that gamble, the 3 versus 10 versus the 3 versus 6.
How can you second guess that? They won the game by
I
6.
know they won the game, but
and-
they could have lost if Beck didn't throw a terrible ball at the end of the game.
But they wouldn't have been throwing that pass. They would have been dunking it and dinking it to get into field goal range to go to overtime. The play calling would have changed, so I'm not buying that.
Okay.
I'm not buying that.
You think he should have kicked the field goal and gone
No,
up 6
but
whenever 7 beat
I don't
you.
think it's an easy decision either way. But I think you take the field goal off the charts. It's a lot tougher to get all the way to the end zone with 1:40 on the clock than it is to get to the
Right.
35-yard line.
I get that.
And you took the tie off the board, so I don't have a problem with it. I think he went 16-0 this year. I don't know how they beat Penn State, but they did. I don't know how they beat Iowa, but they did. I don't know how they beat
Ohio State.
Miami, but they did. And Ohio State, but they did. And Oregon twice, but
Yeah.
they did. They're 16 and stinking 0. So I'm not going to sit here and question
Right.
Kurt Signetti's play calling last night. Just not going to do it. Not going to do it.
He knows what he's doing.
How many pros in that game last night will go in the first round? How many players?
Ruben Bain, Akeem Mesidor, Mendoza.
Yeah.
That Smith, the guard or tackle for Indiana.
Well, the tackle from Miami, that Francis Mauga.
He might.
He'll
Yeah.
be like a first top 10 pick. Yeah, there'll probably be 5 or 6 first round guys in that game.
Yeah, I'm sure one of Indiana's receivers, maybe Black, their running back, will go in the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was.
He
good.
runs hard.
He does.
He runs hard, and he doesn't go down on first or second contact. They just had to keep coming in waves, and that was the impressive thing. I thought Miami's defense balled out last night.
Yeah.
And so did Indiana's. I can't believe, Paul, you and I were talking about this game last night, like low scoring game. You had a little higher scoring prediction yesterday on the show.
A lot higher.
It was about what I thought, about what Tara thought. But both those defenses brought it, man. I just love a contest. 27-21. How good are the books? How good is Vegas?
Yeah.
This line was 7.5, even went up to 8, went back down to 7.5, 7.
The public was over 70% on Indiana in the number.
The over-under was 47.5. They scored 48 total points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how they had that number dialed last night.
Correct.
I cannot believe how good the prognosticators of the lines are, that it comes out within, a point and a half, or half a point, depending on what you had it at. But it was all tight.
Yeah.
All really, really tight. And the Indiana Hoosiers are national champs for the very first time. Let that resonate. The Indiana Hoosiers. How about 3 in a row for the Big Ten as well?
Yeah.
3 in a row. But this is the most incredible story of the last 3 years of the Big Ten teams, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They make history.
The Signetti and the turnaround for the Hoosiers and stuff, it's been incredible this year.
Yeah, this has been one of the more remarkable college football stories ever. The 2-year run at Indiana by Signetti and crew.
And I think they said, 27-2 is his record with the Hoosiers?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good in the Big Ten, one of the toughest leagues in the country. And for all the anti-NIL people, that crowd that says that it's ruined the game and stuff, you'd never see Indiana win a championship in the non-NIL era, I think.
I don't know.
Would you? I mean, they never did.
No.
Never did before this.
No.
They were a bottom feeder for years before this.
No,
so
but
parity has been introduced.
How much do they spend in NIL?
I can look it up right now.
I bet it's a
good
lot
amount.
lower than every other playoff team.
Compared to like Texas Tech and some of those that have like just tons of money.
Miami, Tech, Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama, they all have to. I mean, of all the playoff teams, I would have to think they would be
Lower.
closer to James Madison than closer to Texas Tech or Miami in NIL. But there's two from the game itself. They're
12th in the nation at $13.6 million on their roster.
So they do spend that much.
They do spend a
more
lot.
than I would have thought.
Yeah.
But it's not $28 million. That's half a Tech.
Yeah.
They're behind schools like Penn State, Oklahoma, Clemson, Florida. Like, these are big names. Alabama,
yeah.
Michigan, Texas A&M,
But you're
Georgia.
right. They went out in the portal and they paid players and they've adjusted, adapted, found the money, and now they're national champs. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll give you that.
I just don't think Indiana would ever. Well, I grew up
They
for
didn't,
32 years not seeing Indiana do anything in football, and now they're just awoken overnight.
Yeah.
I just can't get over that Mendoza run on fourth down.
4th and 5.
It's 17-14, and that would play to go for it and to call the quarterback draw, and then to leap into the end zone. That was all Mendoza. That was all heart, moxie, just a player making a play.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool moment. Pretty cool moment. I mean, goodness gracious. Indiana was 3-9 in 2023. Historically, Paulie, you said yesterday they're the second worst program in the sport.
Yeah.
Yes, as far as winning percentage, I think.
In 2 seasons since they hired Cignetti, he's gone 27-2 and 16-0 this year with a national championship. It's quite unbelievable. Indiana now has national championship in football before programs like Oregon, Wisconsin, Virginia Tech, West Virginia. Does this title happen before the NIL transfer portal era? Paulie says no, and I say probably not.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree too.
But this is the world we live in now.
Yeah.
And no one capitalized more than Indiana this year. And they did it for half of the budget others spent.
Yeah.
With
That's
no
right.
5-star kids.
I'm not discounting what they did by saying they spent money. I mean, there's schools that spent double them. So, they had no 5-star players. So, they didn't buy recruits. They found guys that fit. He seeked out Mendoza. He was a Cal transfer. He wasn't a highly regarded guy that everybody wanted.
Yeah, it wasn't a bidding war. He wasn't in a bidding war.
That was a fit. And this, next year with Hoover from TCU, I think the train keeps rolling for Indiana because that's a good quarterback coming in. So I think Cignetti just knows how to evaluate quarterback talent. He knows how to evaluate talent as a whole, and he built one of the better teams in recent memory. So congrats to the Hoosiers. That was an amazing win. Amazing win and an amazing season.
Yeah. One for the books.
Mendoza. Did you guys watch the post game with Mendoza?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
People might think he's fake, but that's 100% him. He went viral last year when he told the ACC network as they beat Stanford, I'll remember going 98 yards with my boys. That landed on T-shirts and stuff. He's incredible. Head coach Cignetti said, I take notes. There's so many moments and so many quotes. He uses the word flippin'.
Yeah, he does.
He'll be like, gosh darn it.
Yeah, that's flipping awesome.
He tried to improve how he presented himself for life after football. People say he talks like Chat GPT, but he's a real person.
Yeah.
He's went into depths, and Holly Rowe did an article, I think yesterday, that came out about why he talks like that. Go give it a read. But I can't forget his Heisman speech, Paulie. Fernando Mendoza, he said, I want every kid out there who feels overlooked, underestimated, to know I was you. You don't need the most stars or hype. You need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you, and you need to believe in your own abilities.
Right.
Like when he said that during his Heisman speech, he won me over.
Yeah, it was a cool moment.
He got declined to walk on at the University of Miami last night. And he did that interview in the post game, and my wife is sitting there watching it. She's like, why does he talk like that? I'm like, that's just Fernando Mendoza. maybe he's just a little tiny bit on the spectrum. I don't know. All I know is I love him. It's endearing. People love him, and the kid plays quarterback and studies the game. Calls a perfect game. I mean, there was not a lot of open receivers last night all night long. That was as good as anybody defended Miami all year or
Indiana
all year.
Yep. But when they were open, he was making good throws and getting the passes in there. So I thought he looked good.
Yeah.
And he played with a lot of heart. I mean, his lips all bloodied. He's freaking taking hits, getting into the end zone on 4th and 5. Like, his performance last night, I don't know that you could.
You know what I loved last night, too? Was the 14-year-old little brother, Max, up in the stands.
Yes,
kept jumping on his parents, chest bumping his buddies. Like, he's 14. He's living it up at the national championship, watching Big Bro win it and get named the most valuable player. He's already the Heisman Trophy winner. He's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Like, Max is like, that's my bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be pretty proud of your brother.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, a little migration. People think maybe that he talks a little fake, but he just comes off as genuine. It comes off as heartfelt. Like, I love it.
I don't think there's anything fake about him.
No, I think he's legit.
No.
I think he's authentic.
Yeah, and I think when he answers question, he tries to really give you as a reporter what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's right. He's a NFL PR team's nightmare because he gives very candid, very thought-provoking answers, not just PR media talk. You know, he gives you real, authentic answers.
I think he wants
That's what I love.
I think he wants to
not
make
just coach speak, or we always hear coaches say the same 3 things at every press conference.
I get so sick of it.
And those sideline interviews when they're going to the locker room, it's just coach speak.
It's always like you got to give him a lot of credit. Like all of the
give the Bears credit. They played great, but we just made the plays at the end of the game to execute and all that. You always hear coaches and players just give kind of
cliche run-of-the-mill answers.
But not Fernando. He gives you color. He gives you a lot. So.
Well, and the thing I think I can see in Fernando, I think I have this trait as well, and I think you do too. I think all 3 of us do, actually. I really feel like he's one of those guys that wants to make a personal connection with everyone he talks to.
Yeah.
He was walking through the crowd to the stage before the trophy ceremony, and he's like, "Thanks for coming. Hey, thanks for being here."
Yeah.
I mean, like, wow, what a full circle moment. Like, and he kind of called out Miami at the end. Like, I got declined to walk on the University of Miami. We just beat him for the national championship. Like, whoa.
Right?
Whoa. I bet they could do it over again. They'd back up the Brinks truck to his doorway and drop off a couple bricks of money.
That's right.
Unbelievable. The national championship winner, Indiana Hoosiers, kicking off our show on a Monday. We've got a great show on tap for you today. A lot to get to. We're off and running show and opening best thing brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Have you played golf in the new year yet? We're 20 days into January. It's 2026. Get those sticks out. It's going to be a nice day, nice weekend. Call and take advantage of their $80 January special. You get 18 holes with cart, with range balls, with lunch. Just $80. Call 435-688-1700. Ask for the radio special. You get that for all 4 players. Just $80 and go tee it up at Coral Canyon Golf Course. Off and running. Be right back. It's The Drive. Good morning on the Fan Sports Network. Yeah, we're back. Is this Train?
Yes.
Wow.
My kids love this. My wife loves this band.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Yeah, it's a good song. That's probably not one of their most popular songs,
Probably
though, but
not,
that's probably
but
one of their hidden
Drops
gems.
of Jupiter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably their number one hit.
Yeah, yeah. We're live. TA,
Yes.
Prediction P, and
Here.
Devin Dixon. What's my nickname?
Double D.
Double.
Yeah.
Double.
I've had a lot of different
Debo.
ones over the years.
Debo.
I call you Debo.
Deluxe.
Yeah.
Y'all, you have heard the college boys.
I
yeah,
have heard those
You've been around,
guys
you've
call
been
you
around
that.
Ben and Gabe, haven't you?
Yeah, I've heard those.
Yeah.
I don't use that one often, but I think
No.
it's a good one.
You don't like Deluxe?
No, I think it's a good one. It's just not one that's used in these circles as much. I've never heard anyone in St. George call you that.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think that's a Washington
It
State
is.
guy nickname.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
that was college days.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a kid, my middle name was Jay.
Yeah.
Devin
Oh, so
J.
DJ.
So yeah.
That's fitting.
Yeah, the only person that still calls me that is my Aunt Dawn and my Uncle Brad. The only two people that call me DJ. They've called me that for, 46 years. Almost 47.
There you
Wow.
go.
We've got a couple things to get to. One, today's show presented by our friends at Zag. Protect it better. Get screen protectors that come with a lifetime warranty. And if you drop your phone like Paul does once or twice during a college football national championship game, you just take it right back into Zag and they'll put a new screen protector on it and it protects your phone. Don't zig, just Zag. 2 St. George, 1 Cedar City. Zag locations. Let's start with this. We're going to circle back to the college football playoffs in a little bit, but we spent about 20, 25 minutes going over how great we thought Mendoza was in Indiana. Congratulations, first national championship. But a couple other things making news this morning that I found interesting. One, Tennessee has hired Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
So after the dumpster fire that was the head coaching tenure for the New York Jets, which Aaron Glenn is now having to try to endure, he goes back to San Francisco. They make a run to the divisional round. Obviously, ran into a buzzsaw last Saturday night. But Saleh heading to Tennessee, and he will, Mike Berganzi, I think, is the general manager, if I'm not mistaken, of the Titans. What a busy week with their president of football operations and the ownership group. They've been churning through. They've been talking to Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy, to a bunch of coordinators, to Jesse Minter, to Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
The Titans had tried to meet with Harbaugh and Stefanski, but those two had already moved quicker and went to New York and Atlanta. And so Tennessee didn't even get a chance to meet with them. And look, despite losing their two top pass rushers in Bosa and linebacker Fred Warner, the 49ers only gave up 21 points a game, was 13th in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you heard McCaffrey say, I've never been so proud to be part of a group of guys. You heard, Coach Shanahan talking about how proud of the guys. They overcame a lot of this franchise, the San Francisco 49ers, has probably had more marquee injuries in the last 3 or 4 years than any other team in the NFL. It just feels like they've always been snake bit by the injuries. And Saleh, the dysfunction of the Jets, to going back to the 49ers, and now he takes over a Titans team that is trying to recover from a messy divorce with Mike Vrabel back in 2023. The Titans need a boost defensively. They're the fifth worst defense in the NFL. And they have the former number one pick in Cam Ward, who actually got better over the season and I think, showed some nice improvements.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh is set to become the 20th head coach in Titans history.
Yeah.
7th since they've been in Tennessee and relocated from Houston. And, of course, he's replacing Brian Callahan. Folly, do you love it? How do you grade out this hire, Robert Saleh to the Titans? I think for the Titans in this busy cycle, I think it's a win personally. I think it's a good hire.
I'm a little more reserved on it than you are. He's got a 357 win percentage.
Yeah, because he was
20
the
and
dysfunctional
36
franchise in
and the
Jets.
Titans are super upright and running real smooth right now as well.
No, but I think they have a faster track potentially
Name
than
one
the Jets.
skill player on the
Rico
Titans.
Dowdle.
He's on the Panthers.
I don't know.
He said that so confidently. Rico Dowdle. I'm like, well, he's on the Panthers. Try Tony Pollard would be
Tony
running.
Pollard. I knew that. I knew that Dallas Cowboys running back.
So yes, it's not much
I
in the
watched
cupboard.
a little bit of Cam Ward this
Okay,
year.
yeah.
I'm a Cam Ward guy, I would
Yeah,
say.
you are.
I think he's got a chance to be good. Was it great this year? No.
But Saleh, like, he's a defensive guy.
They were fifth worst in the league.
You've got a young quarterback that you want to mold and make into a star someday. Why would you hire Saleh,
Let him
20
hire the
and
right
36
coordinator.
career coach that's a defensive mind? It doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not as high on this
I
hire.
love head coaches defensive minded. I love offensive coordinators.
But the
calling
league
plays.
is going away from that.
Mike McDonald is a head
He's the
coach,
only
DC.
defensive-minded coach in the playoffs that's had any success this year because McVay, Shanahan, O'Connell, all these guys are the new wave. Like, this is what everybody wants. Everybody wants an offensive whiz kid.
Are you surprised? Who is going to be the NFL team that goes to the college ranks and grabs a guy out of college? Because we've been there, done that. It hasn't worked very well.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
There's some darn good college coaches out there.
I should say
Yeah.
Vrabel and McDonald this year do hold the flag for defensive coaches, but the league has shifted to scoring points, offense, high-flying box scores. You want a Shanahan. You want a guy that can draw up stuff with a bunch of injuries and still make it happen with backups and all that stuff. And he's been to a bunch of Super Bowls.
No.
You don't want an offensive.
You love that. You love that.
You don't
That's
want
fine.
a LaFleur. You don't want a McVay. You don't want a Shanahan. You don't want one of those guys.
How long have you been with me? Defense wins championships. I have said that for years. There's a reason I didn't like Buffalo this year. I didn't think they could outscore everybody and win a Super Bowl, and they couldn't. Yeah. Seattle just held the 49ers and your boy Shanahan to 6 points. They beat him on the opening kickoff.
That's right.
It was Shaheed to the house call of 95 yards. That game was over.
Yeah.
Like Mike McDonald, and look at the Ravens when they were winning championships. Trent Dilfer was your quarterback. You can go down the line. You can pick a lot of teams where defenses won championships.
Oh, yeah. The 2001 Ravens were like one of the best defenses ever.
I know.
Right? They averaged like 12 points a game scoring wise.
The Bucks had a couple teams that were really good defensively and not that equipped offensively.
But how many teams... elite defenses win a Super Bowl with a subpar quarterback?
The Seattle Seahawks 2013, 2014.
Yes, Russell Wilson when he was young. I get that. The 85 Bears with McMahon and that defense. But those three examples, I can probably name 10 of offensive teams that win primarily by having a great offense.
Look, you got to build a team like Cignetti has, right?
Yeah.
And that's what John Snyder has done. Everything has to complement each other. The general manager has to be in sync with the head coach. The head coach has to be in sync with the team. He's got to build a culture. He's got to have the locker room. You got to have an ownership group that people want to fight for. You got to have a fan base that you want to go out there and bleed for. Like you have to have all the stars have to align to win a Super Bowl. I don't care so much. I'm not going to get lost in the weeds on if the head coach is a coordinator on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball. I still think defenses win championships. There's a reason Seattle Seahawks are favored to win the Super Bowl because people like their defense.
That's right.
They haven't given up much lately. They've been really good, really stingy, and obviously huge task with the Rams this weekend.
Yeah, so we'll see the defense going against the offense, like you're saying. We'll see.
We will. We'll see which one emerges.
It's funny that you don't like the defensive hire because also the Dolphins reportedly hire a defensive coordinator from Green Bay, Jeff Hafley. So you have solid defensive guy, Hafley defensive guy, and I don't know if ownership groups are looking and saying, hey, there's been way too many offensive head coaches in the league. We need to go the other way. Look what Seattle's doing. I don't know what's going on there, but Miami is finalizing an agreement to hire Jeff Hafley, according to multiple league sources. This came out yesterday as well. He's been the DC with Green Bay for 2 years. Prior to that, he was the head coach at Boston College. So he's a college guy that's made his way to a coordinator job, and now he's getting a shot in the NFL. Packers were 11th in defense over the past 2 seasons, 9th in rush defense, 9th in defensive EPA, and 11th in passing defense.
But I'll just go, this is just 2024, for example. Raheem Morris, defensive guy, fired. Dave Canales, offensive guy, still holds a job. Jim Harbaugh, kind of a half and half run the football defense guy, so I'll give him defense. He still has a job. Pierce, Antonio Pierce, linebacker, defensive guy, got fired.
D'Amico Ryans, defensive guy.
Gerard Mayo from the Patriots, defensive guy, played linebacker in the NFL, fired. It just like a lot of defensive guys don't stick. Aaron Glenn with the Jets. How many more? Is he going to get one more year? Maybe.
Maybe.
A lot of these defensive guys, you got to have what Mike McDonald has, and that is a hot shot, young offensive coordinator. If you're going to go defensive head coach, you got to pair them. Just like you're talking about complimenting each other. A defensive head coach needs a whiz kid offensive coordinator, and that's what Seattle has. That's why they're so good this year.
Did you hear Gray Zabel? The press conference after the game.
I don't think so.
Somehow it came on, the relationship with their offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. And remember, they moved off of Ryan Grubb, and I actually like some of the ingenuity that Ryan Grubb brought, obviously from Washington to Seattle, and now he's at Alabama.
Yeah.
And I like Ryan Grubb, but it wasn't a fit.
Yeah,
it wasn't a fit.
He's a DeBoer guy, and he went back.
And there was 1 year to try it out, and it didn't work. They won 10 games, but Kubiak's done better. He fits more with what McDonald's philosophy and game script is, and that's why they made the trade for Rashid Shaheed. Kind of reminds me of Percy Harvin a little bit. They overpaid and gave up a bunch to get Percy Harvin, but he's remembered for what? A huge kickoff return to start the second half in the Super Bowl as they beat the Broncos. So, look, I think Kubiak could get hired away in the cycle, too.
He could.
He really very well deserved. The son of sons of coaches, the Shanahan family, the Kubiak family, like there's the Parcells,
The bloodlines,
there's the
yeah.
bloodlines, and I don't know. Somebody going to take a shot on a college coach in this cycle too, though. And I know Green Bay's guy was just in college until 2 years ago, so he feels like a college guy. But he's been in the league for 2 years now, so he's not coming straight from college. But I gotta believe that if Cignetti wanted to go to the NFL right now, his agent could field a lot of interviews, don't you think?
Yeah.
I know he's made it clear that he wanted to, and he's in the middle of a national championship run right now.
Yeah.
You don't want the distraction.
I think you're the one trying to make that happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think he's the best coach in college.
he
proved
is,
I think
but
so,
I think
too.
he's
He's
happy
on top
in
of the world.
college.
I
though.
would love
think
to
he's
see him
happy.
in LA, or not LA, but
LV.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's
Las
right,
Vegas.
buddy. Yeah, I just don't think it'll
It's
happen.
just not going to happen.
Hey, look out the window. There's Cignetti and Mendoza on a white horse driving to Vegas.
Right, yeah.
Is that a chariot behind that
That's
white
right.
horse?
In their chariot.
How much those white horses cost you, Mark Davis? Roll them into Vegas.
Yeah, that's right.
It would be amazing.
Just put them right down in the Bellagio and drop them off at the fountain.
Yeah, there
That's
you
right.
go.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I don't know, Paulie. There's still a bunch of vacancies just because we
And
have
there's a
one
lot of
filled.
candidates. Like the candidates are a good mix of offensive and defensive. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
So LaFleur is back, obviously, this week in Green Bay. So, some people staying, some people going. And the new hire, Mike McDaniel, out in Miami. It looks like Jeff Hafley will be their head coach. And obviously, Callahan out in Tennessee. And Robert Saleh will be the new head coach for the Tennessee Titans. Got to take a break. Back in a flash. It's The Drive. Paul, you jamming?
Yeah, I like this one.
You do?
I requested this one.
Who sings this?
Oh, look at this. You might add this to the playlist.
Kygo, yeah.
Oh, Kygo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know that guy.
I've
heard of him.
Never heard of her.
Never deep dived him.
Correct. Hey, show this morning brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. They've got a incredible free offer for you this month. You still got, 11 days, week and a half to take advantage over there at Game Day Men's Health. It's their body composition scan, and it's absolutely Free for everybody.
He was helping you there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So head over to Game Day Men's Health. No appointments necessary. You can just stop right in, get your body composition scan. It's really easy. I'll give you a visual. You kind of you stand on almost like looks like a scale with handles.
Okay.
And you put pressure on the handles a little bit. You stand, your arms are out, and it basically does this whole scan of your body. It's not like an X-ray or a 3D, but it tells you your BMI. It tells you your percentage of body fat. It tells you everything. And then what they're doing is a little 60-day challenge where you try to eat really good, you're working out, and you're trying to, get in really good shape. And they put some prizes up at the end, a free month of vitamins, free month of peptides, et cetera, et cetera. And so free to compete, free to get the body scan. Game Day Men's Health encouraging men to look and feel their best. Of course, while you're there, if you'd like to know what your T levels are, because that's very important, you can get your T levels checked for free as well at Game Day Men's Health. That's where I go. I highly recommend these guys. JB's awesome. Don's awesome. The girls and the staff are awesome. You're going to love the staff. You go in there, there's, ESPN's playing, or we've got one on the Pickleball channel, one on Fox Sports, one on ESPN, one on, it's always like a man cave environment. Fridge is always stocked full of protein shakes and some cool things there. They're complimentary. Game Day Men's Health, helping guys look and feel their best. And Paulie, help you
reclaim your game.
GameDayMen'sHealth.com, or you can call or text anytime if you want to get in touch with the folks over there. You can call or text 435-265-4223. Couple things quickly here. We've got high school girls basketball back on the docket tomorrow. We'll have boys basketball back on the docket. So girls tonight, boys battling tomorrow night. Tomorrow, Paulie, we've got one big game for everybody. Should be fun. What is that? Dixie at Pineview on a Wednesday night.
That's correct.
The rematch from last Thursday. They play 6 days apart. Holy smokes, sign me up for that over at the Pit. It will be rocking. If you ask any alumni of the Pineview Panthers, where's the biggest home court advantage, toughest place for people to go play, a lot of people would say the Pit.
Yeah, 3-pack of games on Wednesday night. You got Dixie at Pineview, like you mentioned, at the Pit. Crimson going to the Jungle to take on Snow Canyon. And Cedar going into the Thunderdome to visit Desert Hills. So that should be a fun game as well. So we got 3 games. We'll only have one, correct, on Wednesday night?
Yes.
One game on Wednesday
game on
night.
Stream and radio.
Yep. And then we got Utah Tech on Thursday at Cal Baptist.
No, I think Utah Tech's Wednesday.
Or Wednesday night. That's why we're only doing one game. Excuse me. That's the reason. I knew there was a reason.
There's a reason. Yeah. There's always a reason.
So the high school game tomorrow is stream only. And then the radio side will have Utah Tech. So if you want the high school game, Dixie at Pineview, you'll have to go to the live stream on our YouTube page or link through our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. Of course, Friday, we don't have that problem, so we'll have 2 games Friday night.
Yes.
We'll bring 2 games, one on the radio, simulcast on the stream, and then the other one on the stream as well.
It's a very rare
double header on a Friday night, but only 1 game on Wednesday. You are correct, sir.
That's right. And on Friday night, the trio, the show trio's taking our show on the road. We're doing a game together.
Yeah, we'll be out at the Tigers Den on Friday.
Right. Yeah,
it should be fun.
We'll be at the Tigers Den on a Friday night. What is it, Dixie at Pineview?
Let me check that. I've got the schedule right here.
It's Dixie at Hurricane.
Yeah, Dixie at Hurricane.
Dixie at Hurricane.
Pretty sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a fantastic
Dixie at
game.
Hurricane, Pineview at Crimson, and Snow Canyon at Cedar City, the 3 Friday night games.
Fired up. Tonight, girls take to the hardwood. Snow Canyon at Crimson. Pineview is at Dixie, and Desert Hills goes up and will battle Cedar City. So same matchups as the boys tomorrow night for the girls tonight. Get out to a local gym and check out some Region 9 hoops. And if you can't make the game, we got you covered Wednesday and Friday here on the network. Hour 1 of the books, hour 2 coming up. We come back. as I walk away. Yeah, what's up, Southern Utah? It's The Drive. Thank you so much for locking us in here on the Fan Sports Network. We are rolling along into the 8 o'clock hour here live from the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Devin, Tara, and Paulie. And Paulie is on a journey right now.
Yes.
On a journey to let go of a few LBs.
Some LBs I've been wanting to let go of for a long time, and we're partnering with Soda Weight Loss and making that happen. And I can just say, you know, they tell you you'll feel 10 years younger. I do, and I'm only 32. I feel 22.
I know you were texting past 10 o'clock last night. It was unbelievable. Usually you're 99.
Yeah, normally I'm passed out by that time. I got more energy these days. I'm feeling svelte. I'm down 6 pounds in 2 weeks. The food is real food. It's not just diet food, stuff that you think you don't want to eat. It's stuff that you actually enjoy eating. You've got a full-time nutritionist on call that guides you through if you've got any questions, concerns.
So for the national championship game last night,
Yes.
what did you have?
Well, we went to Tara's house, and she's very on board with this diet and soda weight loss. So she made a very acceptable palette
Friendly,
of foods.
yes.
Yes, there was some steak, some grilled steak, some
Homemade salsa.
Homemade salsa, which
Wow.
it's very, very good, by the way. It was scarfed up very quickly, but I had a few chips, I had some steak, and that was about it. So it was a very soda friendly national championship game, to say the least.
Any vegetables?
It was in the salsa.
It was in the salsa. Yeah, there was
There you go.
avocados. There was all kinds of good stuff. Tomatoes,
Avocados,
onions.
tomatoes, onion, jalapeno.
She had it all covered.
Love it.
Yeah.
How people get doing what you're doing, Paulie? Tell the people what
That's
to do.
right. Book at sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com. Or to speak with a nutritionist, call 866-800-SODA, SOTA. Soda Weight Loss is state of the art.
The segment here we want to do is kind of an odd man out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this.
Start, sit, bench. You know, who do you who do you cut?
Start, bench, cut. Yeah.
Start, bench, cut. Is that what you like to call it?
Yes.
Yeah, we need start, bench, cut. Where's the voice
We do.
guy?
We need a
we need a
sounder. We need a
sounder.
lot of sounders. We need some new sounds.
It's time for stardom. Cut 'em,
SBC.
Yeah.
This
Hire you as the voice guy.
This segment doesn't need a voiceover. Let's get to it. Brought to you by Soda Weight Loss. Here we go. Tara has got 3 names, and we got to figure out who we're going to start, who we're going to sit, or who we're going to cut.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling the cuts are always going to be the toughest on
They
this.
are. The cuts are going to be
They
tough.
are.
Because
Yeah.
I have a feeling you've made this very difficult this morning.
I have made it tough.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, here we go. Start, bench, cut. Kurt Signetti, Nick Saban, and Kirby Smart.
Are you going first, Paul, or mine?
I'll go first. I'm going to start Saban. It's the greatest coach in the history of the sport. I'm going to bench Signetti because I think he is the riser. He will get to where Kirby is already, and I think Kirby's on the downhill. So I'm going to go start Saban, bench the best coach of this century, the last 5 years since Saban's let go, and Kirby Smart, I'll cut him. I think Georgia's on the way down. They showed it this year. They lost it to Ole Miss. They didn't make a deep run the year before. The days of them blowing out TCU with Max Duggan 65-14 or whatever are over. The NIL has leveled the playing field. I like start Saban, bench Signetti, and cut Kirby.
See, and I'll
Okay,
just
but is it Saban from like
Prime
Bama?
Saban. Yeah.
Okay.
Prime Saban. Yeah.
I would start Signetti right now.
I would too. I agree.
I mean, he's just hotter than anybody. I mean,
Okay.
How many times did Saban go undefeated and win the Natty in his
How
second
many
year?
championships
Right?
does Saban
0.
have? How many does Signetti have? Let's
He's
just play
hot.
the simple hardware count.
He's hot. He's hot. Give me the hot.
Wow,
hot,
look at this. You
hot
just forget
answer.
what people do.
No, Saban was great. Saban was great. I also would, but I would sit him. He's an advisor to Signetti at this point in his career,
Right, yeah.
But I am agreeing. So I would cut Kirby Smart out of those 3.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Georgia was my pick for the national championship, so that
Oh,
might
boy.
have a little to do with it. Coach Smart, you let me down.
He did.
He's a
pick
little
sure
bitter.
to go wrong.
Right? Wow. And Paulie loves living in the past. Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels, like Nick Saban.
She always bars this in. She gets it in how I'm a past guy.
He loves the past. He lives in the past, not the future. So I think
All right, I thought you were in charge of reading the start bench cuts.
Oh, I don't have a say?
Well, you get your little quips in about me and my.
Okay.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, moving on then. Okay, start bench or cut. John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, and Kevin Stefanski.
That's easy for me. I will start Harbaugh.
Okay.
Longevity in a Super Bowl win. He's produced MVP caliber players. I will sit Mike Tomlin and I will cut Stefanski.
Really?
And the common denominator between the two that I'm keeping versus the
Super
cut is the
Bowls.
Super Bowl wins.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomlin has a Super Bowl and Harbaugh has a Super Bowl. I think that's important. I think that's
Yeah, it sucks.
top
But I'm
of
going to
the
go the
game.
same exact order as you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
my
start
goodness.
Harbaugh, bench Tomlin, cut Stefanski.
I am probably more excited about Harbaugh and Stefanski's future prospects.
I am too.
Because Stefanski's got Bijan to play with.
Yeah.
And now you got Jackson Dark and
It's out of
Neighbors and
Cleveland.
Scattaboo.
Yeah.
And for Harbaugh, you got some shiny new toys. You know, so I mean, goodness gracious! I thought when he was healthy this year, the kid out of USC, the wide receiver for Atlanta, was unbelievable. He just didn't stay healthy the entire season. And I thought, it was a contract year for their tight end who's kind of under-delivered from where he was drafted at. And he had a pretty good year.
Pitts.
Yeah, he had
Talking about
he
Pitts,
had
right?
he had an uptick year.
Yeah, he did.
And Drake London, I love.
Yeah.
And so Bijan, Drake, Pitts, there's some people to work with in Atlanta.
Pieces, yeah.
And Scattaboo, Jackson Dart, and Neighbors. And now you can go work on the line. You can work on the defense. Maybe get another skill position guy. I think, Tomlin acts like he's going to sit out this year. We'll see if that ends up being the case or not.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
Okay. Start bench cut. We've got Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, and AJ DeBonza.
Ooh. Okay.
This one's hard.
This one, you want to go first or second?
I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to start AJ. I think that he's the best overall player and doesn't have the injury concerns. This one will hurt the Jazz fans, though. I'm going to bench Darren Peterson because I think he's got more potential. I know Carlos was a great Jazz man. Cameron could be too, but I think I like Peterson to sit. He's averaging 22 points a game in his limited games. He's shown that he can score with limitless ability. I think Boozer's a good player at the NBA, and this is more projecting at the NBA level. They're all superstars in college. But I think I'd go DeBanza start, bench, Boozer cut.
Yeah, I'm going to switch that up. Except I am maybe the Utah bias here, BYU. I'm going to start DeBonza.
Yeah.
DeBonza can get his shot off whenever he wants, however he needs to. He can get to the rack. He's got the ability to score in the mid range and hit the triple. And I think that it's pretty easy there. I think there's a pretty wide gap for me between DeBonza and the other two. DeBonza. I keep wanting to say DeBonza.
Yeah.
But Darren Peterson at Kansas is a guy that's intriguing to me. And it just depends on, what I'm needing. Do I need a safe superstar that's healthy, that's got elite skill, comes from, good bloodlines?
That'd be Boozer.
That would be
Yeah.
Boozer. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sit Boozer because I think he's got elite skill and a high basketball IQ. I think he's polished and refined and reliable at his position. The only concern is maybe the defensive versatility against some bigs in the NBA and maybe the athleticism compared to the other two. So I will go and cut Darren Peterson at Kansas. The injuries, he's only 6'5". He's probably the best pure scorer among guards in the entire class. He can make shots, but he's not a playmaker yet like DeBonza. And he hasn't showed me as much defensive consistency. I don't see DeBonza taking plays off. And look, guards got to be special to go over elite wings and bigs, and Boozer and DeBonza are both 6'9", and he's 6'5". So I'm going to cut Darren Peterson.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So DeBonza 1, Boozer 2,
two.
Peterson 3.
All
I
right.
think DeBonza's got the highest ceiling. He could be the next big thing. He could be the next Jordan. He could be the next LeBron, and it wouldn't shock anybody. I think Boozer, you can project a long, safe career. Peterson, I'm not sure. It could be.
Both boom bust potential.
Yes.
He's got boom potential. He's got
Yes,
bust
going with the
potential.
safer of the two plays.
Yeah.
I'm taking the gamble. I like Peterson.
Yeah.
right.
Well, shocker there.
Shocker. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next one, Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner, or Clayton Keller.
I'll go first. I'll start Jack. He's probably, despite the injuries, he's had probably the best season, and I think he's had the best career of the three. He's the most established player, Cup champion. This is where it gets hard because Keller and Marner. Keller's a U.S. Olympian at this point, and he's a captain of the Mammoth. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jack. Start, bench Keller, cut Marner. I'm going to cut Marner. I think he's a little, being that he's in Vegas more, I've gotten to watch him a little more this season. He's a little softer than I thought. So I'm going to go with Keller. I think as a dog down low or undercover, and Eichel, of course, is better. So I'm going to go with Marner at 3.
I'm looking at this like I'm building a team today. And if I'm building a team today, I'm in agreement with you, Paulie. I want Jack Eichel. He's a franchise center. He's a playoff guy. He's unselfish but can score. I want Jack Eichel 1. I'm starting him.
Okay.
2, I'm going Mitch Marner.
All right.
Yes.
Because he's an elite creator. He's a possession monster, and you need a guy like that.
Oh,
And
he's been feeding people all season
yeah.
long.
And then 3, I would go, unfortunately, for the Mammoth fans out there, and there's no disrespect to Clayton Keller. He's having a good year, and he's a high-end scorer. But there's less positional value here for me. Marner and Eichel are key roles in the positions they play. And so that's ultimately the way I would rank them.
Okay.
You know, if I'm starting from scratch, if I need, I need Eichel. If I need puck movement and IQ, I need Marner. If I need speed and offense, I need Keller. They all have their strengths.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Very tough.
Another tough one.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you
Keller
know,
more goals than Marner. Marner more assists. So, yeah, it
Right.
kind of goes where you want.
Marner has more points.
He has more
Yeah.
points total.
that's a great question, though. How many goals does Keller have?
13. A
13.
little down this year,
Yeah.
but he had a lot last year. He had close to
Well,
100 points last year.
they went out and got some young talent. They've drafted. They've
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
free agents. They've added some weapons. So that's not a shocker to me. Dylan Gunther's having a good year.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
having a great year.
Gunther.
Gunther. Gotcha.
That's what they call him. Yeah. All right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go
to
one more.
Okay, next one. Oh, one more?
Or how many?
There's 2 more,
there's
but which
2
one
more.
do you
Oh,
want?
okay. Yeah, let's do both. Never mind.
Okay, so Kevin Young, Jared Calhoun, and Todd Phillips.
Go ahead, Paulie.
This will be kind of controversial, but I'm going to start Todd Phillips. I think he is succeeding the most at his level of competition. I think he's a rising star in the coaching ranks. Coached under Mark Madsen, the Mad Dog, before he left, and I think he did a good job giving this guy the tutelage to be a great head coach. I think Todd Phillips succeeding at his level, number 1 in the WAC, probably going to be a tournament team this year. Not saying that Utah State and BYU won't be, but next I'm going to, this is tough. Probably going to bench Jared Calhoun.
Really?
I think that he staying at Utah State gave me something for him. It gave me some more staying power with Jared Calhoun. It gave me the stick. It gave me the come back to this guy factor. I think that I want to root for Calhoun because he's the first Utah State coach that has stayed there when Smith left, when Sprinkle left, when Odom left, and now Calhoun re-ups. So his loyalty, a big factor for me here. And Kevin Young, he's got the most talented team of the bunch, but finds himself the lowest in the conference standings in his respective conference. So I'm going to go cut Kevin Young, which may be a little controversial here.
I am going to go Kevin Young 1.
Wow.
So yes, that would be controversial because he fits into the modern way of college basketball.
He does.
He brings the NBA concepts in. He's attracting people to BYU. Rob Wright, AJ DeBonza. He's getting all these players. Yegor Demon. I think offensively, BYU scoring a ton of points. One of the best offensive teams in the country. I think when you're looking at player development for the pro level, I think you look at the NIL and the transfer portal appeal. Players want to play for KY and BYU, and I think that's always not been the case because BYU is a religious institution. And a lot of people, have held that against them, or a lot of people don't understand the Mormon religion. And got a kid from Massachusetts and AJ DeBonza that has broke that cycle and said, you know what, this is the best place for me. This is the best coach for me. I'm going to be the number one pick. I need this guy to help me get that. And I want to be great in the NBA. And so for those reasons, I go Kevin Young 1. In such a short time, look what he's done. Look what he's done. And yes, the resources help. And Calhoun and Phillips don't have those resources to that same extent as BYU. They don't have as deep of NIL war chests. Mm-hmm. This second one is very tough for me, because I think I will sit Jared Calhoun. I think he's a proven coach who wins with less.
Yeah.
I think he's got buy-in. He's had some retention, kept some key guys from last year's roster, mainly Mason Falslev. Not as creative offensively as KY. That's probably why he's on the bench. And he's recruiting a tier lower without Power 5 resources. But I don't want to hold that against him. But stability, toughness, sustained winning. Calhoun is money.
Yeah.
I would cut Phillips, but this was very hard to do. One of the best relationship recruiters in the country. Recruiting and they, UVU lost some players last year. They lost Toulson to Texas Tech. Yeah. They've lost some big names in the past as well. He's just not as experienced. He's not as big as name. He's valued more as a top assistant, but now he's getting his first head coaching stint, and I think he's a coach that's going to be on the rise. I just don't think he's there yet, so that's why I put him number 3. But recruiting-wise, I think he does less with more. So does Calhoun. And so if you rank them purely as recruiters, it would be different.
Yeah.
If you rank them on who succeed the fastest, if they jump to conferences, it would be different. If you project them on who lands the biggest job next, I would certainly reverse this and say Phillips 1, Calhoun 2, and Young 3. So there's a lot of different ways that you can break this down and look at it. But I will go Young, start, Calhoun sitting, and I will cut Todd Phillips as hard as that is to do.
Yeah, I mean, WAC regular season champions last year, 15-1 record, 25-9 overall. I just think he does more with less, in line to win another WAC regular season title. I just don't think the
WAC is very good this year.
I get it. It was good last year, though.
It was.
That's what I was talking about.
But they lost Seattle University and Grand Canyon. That hurts.
That hurts.
All right, got to take a time out. Paulie Terra will be back. I got to run some offsite training today. I'm going to be out of here for the day, but thank you so much for locking us in and loading us up here on the Fan Sports Network. Show brought to you by ZAG, Game Day Men's Health, One Health St. George. Got a new doctor over there. I want to welcome Dr. Turner to the team, caring for your family like they care for their own. One Health St. George. Perfect for busy families, less bouncing between clinics. Also appreciate our friends at St. George Tent Shop. Make your vehicle look good and be cooler in those hot summer days that are coming. Do it now. They'll get you in and out over there at St. George Tent Shop. Appreciate Color Country Custom Coating and JC and our guys down there. You need permanent ceramic coating for a brand new vehicle you just got, or you want to restore an old one. He is the master at making your paint look good. Boat, side by side, classic car, new truck, doesn't matter. And appreciate Prime Ivy. They got some January specials, including the weight loss bundle, where you save $194 on the Skinny IV, a weight loss consultation, and Trizepicide for 4 weeks. Appreciate Wilkinson's, Jimmy John's, and TDS, all of our great partners. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive. Don't touch that dial.
Back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. It's a Tuesday edition of The Drive, a post-national championship edition of The Drive, brought to you today by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Celebrate 25 years of great golf, and for a great price at Coral Canyon, call for tee times 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700. Go see our good friend, the club pro out there, Marco Leone. He does a great job keeping the course up to the finest conditions at all times. And also brought to you today by Wilkinson's House of Lighting and Decor. Wilkinson's, light it up with Wilkinson's. Check out their lamp room dedicated to lamps from simple to exquisite. Shop where the locals shop, a proud sponsor of Region 9 Athletics and The Drive. So, Tara, I ask you, as someone who had the Indiana Hoosiers. All the way back in December. You did. All the way back in December. So we travel back to that time. Devin had Georgia. I had Texas Tech. And you decided to go with the lone undefeated team.
Yeah.
And it worked out for you. So, yes, there you go. Round of applause for Tara Atkin, everybody. The picker that nailed the bracket, the college football bracket.
My bracket will be framed and hung on the wall.
We're just trying to find space for it here. Right, we got the big fan sports network. We should probably
blow it up.
We should probably get your bracket blown up where that big fan logo is.
Exactly.
So for anyone that was under a rock last night or missed it, Indiana does triumph for their first ever national championship game. They capped the perfect season, 16-0. How about those Hoosiers?
Wow.
As the Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza, commandeered them to the win once again. And the play that made it happen, the fourth down, I mean, this was not the game deciding play.
No.
But this really kind of opened it up a little bit, had you thinking, all right, Indiana's going to try to, I mean, there was the block kick, I understand, but this was the play, I feel like, where you're fourth down, you're staring down the barrel at turning the ball over to Miami, only up by 3 at the time, 17-14. And then Fernando goes to work here on the run into the end zone.
Here we go.
Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown!
And that game
was incredible.
That game was played in Miami.
Yeah.
It sounded like an Indiana home game.
It did.
Those Hoosier fans, I showed you that video of the guy on the airplane getting the entire flight fired up. Hoosiers! He was having a good old time.
And the cubes, like flying a bunch of the Indiana fans in and everything.
Right.
So you're right. It was like...
It was like a big
Indiana
homecoming. Yeah, it was a big homecoming for the Hoosiers as they were able to get the big win, 26-21. By the numbers, that was not a cover for the Hoosiers, as it was 7.5 at game time, maybe even 8 in some places. But that doesn't matter to Kurt Signetti or Fernando or Black or Omar Cooper or any of those studs, because they are the national champions and you can never, ever take it away.
Right.
And what a game it was. I mean, for anyone just joining us in the second hour here, we kind of recapped this in the beginning of the show, but wanted to say, man, I think Miami deserves a round of applause as well. Because, hey, come on. What are we saying here? They played a great game. What?
They lost.
You had Indiana, so
if you ain't first or last, I'm not playing some applause for that.
Okay, no applause. All right, I don't get my applause.
Fine.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Miami, the 10 seed goes all the way
Gotta
through
give them
the
a lot of
bracket.
credit.
Yeah, they went. I know, coach speak, right? Yeah, they went through a lot of teams. They went through Texas A&M. They went through Ohio State. I mean, they went through some of the blue bloods of the sport on the way to, rekindling the fire that is Miami football.
Yeah.
Miami football had been dormant since 2000, the early 2000s with Larry Coker, and I've even kind of said on this show, I was a fan growing up of the Canes. They were a fun team to watch. They had a ton of NFL players. They kind of had that tough bad boy mantra going with them as well. So they were an easy team to root for a kid that was like learning football.
And I do root for Carson Beck because I respect everything that he has been through and how he's still been able to rise above and still be, come out as elite and great player as he is. So it's not like I hate the U.
You just had the
But
bracket.
I just hate to lose. So
Your competitive fire takes over a little
so
bit.
I had to, stick with Miami or with Indiana. But
I get you. I understand. But in a game as big as this, there's always a special teams play,
Right.
or an interception,
Yeah.
or a blocked punt, or a kick, or something that really kind of separates a team. And without this blocked punt by Indiana, I don't know if they would have won the game. This was a momentum swinging play in this game. At the time, it is 10-7, and Miami is 4th and 1 at their own 19-yard line, getting ready to kick it away. And this game was going slow. It's the middle of the third quarter. We got 17 total points. Little did we know they'd erupt for 48 in the pretty much from 17 to 48 in the fourth quarter, in the middle, in the waning portion of the third.
Yeah.
So here is the block kick by Indiana that really set them up, I feel like, to win the game.
Right.
So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown!
And that was the play. I mean, when you go back and you bookmark or put pins in certain plays in a game, you do this.
Game changers, yeah.
You do this a lot as a play-by-play or color guy. Whenever you're watching a game, you're like, oh, let me pin that play, because that was a very important
It was a
sequence.
turning point.
Whether it was on the scoreboard or not, whether it was a touchdown scoring play or not.
Right.
There were certain plays in this game that happened to be a touchdown scoring play.
That one, and I think the missed field goal too in the first half.
Yes.
By Miami. That was a big kind of turning point as well. That you would pan wow, that came back to bite them.
It did, absolutely. And then the play that we were going to do best thing this morning.
Yeah.
This was your best thing, your proposed best thing. We didn't really get to it.
Right.
But this was yet another 3rd and long pass. And this is Miami playing. Oh, excuse me. This is Miami playing some really tough defense at this time, forcing a 3rd down. And then, wow, what a catch by Becker here on the sideline to give a first down to the Hoosiers, who they would ultimately kick a field goal on this drive to go up 6. But that field goal would have been a lot tougher.
Right.
They didn't make this big play.
Big matchup right here. Some confusion. Need 2 in the play clock. Mendoza pitches downfield. Becker makes a catch again in front of O'Connor.
It's like the catch of Becker's life.
That's right. And Becker was, if you go back to Indiana's recruiting and stuff, the old head coach before Curt Cignetti was Tom Allen.
Yeah.
Becker was one of Tom Allen's original players on that team. He stayed with Cignetti through all the smoke, through the fog. He didn't know how the program was going to look, but he continued to stay loyal to Indiana football. And he made the biggest catch of the season there to extend that drive and ultimately bank in that 3 points to make it a 6-point game. So when you look back at the game, there's a couple things that stand out to me. One, Cignetti's completed the fastest rebuild in college football history.
Yeah.
A 2-year rebuild to
absolutely
national
has.
championship is the quickest, bar none, by any coach in the history of the sport.
Right.
So you got to take your hat off to him. I mean, this is a guy that was at JMU and IUP and all these other places, and not really a star, in many people's minds. But once he got to JMU, had the undefeated season, then he really put people on notice, because JMU was like Utah Tech. They were transitioning to Division I football, to the Sun Belt Conference. They weren't even eligible to play in a bowl game.
Yeah.
But they only lost one game all season. They get all the recognition as kind of that darlings of the country, because I felt they were deprived of playing a bowl game. They should have been able to. If you're good enough, you should play.
Right.
And Cignetti found a way to win at JMU. He won at IUP. Now he's winning.
JMU did make it to the playoffs this year.
They did, with one of Cignetti's assistants, his head coach,
yeah, exactly.
Chesney. So, I mean, his tree is so big, and I think the branches are going to grow wide off of his tree. So many assistants, because whenever you rub elbows with a mind as smart as Curt Cignetti, you're going to learn some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna have a great amount of assistants take head coaching jobs in the next 5 to 7 years. You're going to see Indiana assistants all over the place.
Exactly.
Coaching programs, just like Nick Saban had.
Yeah.
Just like
even
Kirby
like Kyle
Smart
Whittingham,
had.
and like we've been kind of talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're kind of your branch, your tree line, and
That's
of
right.
coaches and stuff that you've like developed and moved on. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of that, I think, from Signetti.
I think so too. I'm in full agreement with you there. I think that there's going to be a lot of future Indiana assistants. I mean, current Indiana assistants that are future head coaches.
Right. Yeah, move
and
on.
that's the impact that a guy like Curt Signetti has on a program. And he's been a guy that has guided Indiana for the first national championship in their history. They won their first Big Ten title since 1945. So that puts it in perspective. I mean, this team has been dormant. They've been sleeping, but they are awake now, and they are wide awake and ready to cause havoc throughout the next decade in college football with Curt Signetti at the helm. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. Clear some time as we're going to have the big wrap of the show coming up next. Maybe get into the NFL playoffs a little bit as some early observations and leans on the NFL games. No picks yet. Too early in the week for that. But want to get into some early signs and leans on the NFL games, total spreads, whatever. We are going to tackle it from all angles right after this quick break here on The Drive.
Here I
Back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. Tara's dancing over there. She's feeling the music. She's loving it. And
we've got the best dancer in state, though.
Yes,
in here.
we do.
Riley.
We've got a very special guest in studio bearing gifts this morning.
Yes.
Fresh off of her visit to UConn and Stores, Connecticut. We've got Riley Green, the future UConn Husky and current Desert Hills Thunder. And so how was the visit?
Yes, hi guys. The visit was
phenomenal. I loved it so much, and I'm still in awe after coming back. Just the campus was beautiful. Watching practice was amazing. And just the whole experience of the weekend was great to share with my family, too.
That's awesome.
The whole family went out, huh?
The whole fam.
Wow.
That's awesome. So, Storrs, Connecticut, was it cold out there?
Yeah.
I see you got your Yukon hoodie on,
Yeah,
so probably haven't taken that one off since you got there. But was it cold? Was it kind of like, because Connecticut's going to be cold in the winter, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was, it got pretty cold. The wind really made it a lot colder, but
Yeah.
it was nice. The last day we were there, we woke up and there was snow on the ground, like fresh
wow.
snow.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool to see. My siblings were
Nice.
playing around in it, but it was nice. You had to layer up for sure, but nothing too bad. but
nothing
colder
that's-
than here. for
Yeah,
sure.
colder than here, but nothing you can't get used to out there, right?
Yes.
So you also were telling us in the break you went to a couple of the other athletics events at UConn while you were up there, right?
Yes. So I went to a girls' basketball game. They played Villanova, and they
Wow.
beat them like 99 to 50 something.
Oh, man.
Okay, Villanova, at least men's basketball,
Yeah.
they're a pretty dominant program.
That's right. Villanova's
I don't
a
know
good
how
basketball.
the women's
I don't
is,
know
but,
as much
like-
about the women, but Villanova men's is good. So I would
Yeah.
assume they put some good resources into their women's hoops team. That just speaks
So that
to
sounds
how
like
good UConn
yeah,
is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, UConn's a big basketball school.
Absolutely.
Too, but,
And Gino Ariema is the coach there. He's
Yeah.
been there forever. He's a great, amazing coach at the women's level and
Yep.
one of the greatest coaches ever in any sport. So
oh, yeah.
he's a legend.
I actually did get to meet him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
He came to our
Cool.
hotel after the game because they celebrated the 2015 and 2016 national championship teams
Teams,
Oh,
yeah.
for
okay.
the women's basketball team. So he was there,
Oh,
and I got to
cool.
get a little quick picture with him. And
Oh, cool.
he's a great
Did he
guy.
try to recruit you? Because we know you play basketball too. But it's like,
No.
it's like, you sure you don't want to switch from softball?
Yeah, maybe do a two-sport athlete, dual sport athlete,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But it was
That's awesome.
good. It was a great trip. We also got to watch some men's ice hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See them play Vermont. They won 4-1. So
You're
that was
playing
great.
right up our
That's
alley
my
here.
favorite. Yeah.
Always.
Now
We
we're
love
talking.
hockey, so that's awesome. You got to see a UConn hockey game, a UConn women's basketball game.
Wow.
Got the visit with the family. It must have been like a dream weekend before the softball season in high school commences.
Yeah.
I know your senior season, you're looking forward to it. A lot of expectations for your team as you guys were really close to winning the whole thing last year. What's the
last 2 years.
aspirations the last 2 years? That's right. So what are the aspirations this year? What's the mindset among the team and yourself?
Mine is for sure finish off strong. It's
Yeah.
senior year. It's not putting too much pressure on myself, just going out there having fun and continue to do what I've been doing the past couple years.
Yeah.
And as a team, it's just finish the job.
Yeah.
We have a business that isn't taken care of yet, and we got to get that done. And I always say third time's the charm. The past 2
Oh,
years
yeah.
we
There
got
you
in
go.
second,
Yeah.
so
All
third time's
right.
the charm.
I
Gotta
got
get
a
it.
couple mottos for you then. The third time's a charm sticks.
Yes.
And I do like unfinished business. How about that one?
Yes.
For the Desert Hills Thunder and their softball team this season, as it's been 2 years, like Tara says, very, very close. And this third time, like you say, Riley, might be the charm. So
Yes.
we are looking forward to. We're going to have some softball games on the network this year.
We are, yes.
Going to make sure that happens, and we're
Gonna
going to
have
get out to some games.
several.
Going to
Yeah.
make sure the audio's up to snuff this time. That was kind of the issue last
That was
time.
on you.
Look at her always pointing the finger, but
Right.
it was on me though.
It was on you.
But
it's
we had a lot of fun covering softball last year, and you're one of the gems, of course, of the senior class headed on to UConn. Wanted to ask you another question about UConn. So when does like spring ball, or like when do you actually get out there enrolled and starting? Is that like when do you start? Like
Practice
next.
has already started,
Yeah,
right?
practice.
Didn't
Yeah.
you get to go to the practice and stuff when you were out there?
Yeah,
So they're already going.
after break, they come back a week before and start practice.
Oh,
start.
okay.
And their first game is first week of February
Oh,
for like
wow.
preseason.
Yeah.
So it would start like January, February is when like the prep for the season starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then get right into it.
And
from
they
there.
have fall ball, don't they? That's just
Yeah.
kind of like scrimmage and
They-
stuff, or is it?
they played a couple of games this year. They played, I believe, 9 or 10.
Yeah, but they're more
Around
just
that
like
area?
scrimmages, right? Like
They're kind of just like games.
Like
get
tune
ready.
up,
They're
yeah.
still, yeah.
Okay,
Little
cool.
tune up.
Yeah, tune-up games.
There
Tune-up
you
games.
go. Yeah, get everything dialed in for the season and get everything ready to go. And
Yeah.
so as far as UConn sports as a whole, how much UConn men's basketball have you watched this year?
Oh, I've been watching at home. I'm watching everything.
You're dialed in. So
I'm
you
dialed in.
saw them play BYU and beat BYU,
yes,
by the way.
I did. I saw that one.
Which was crazy.
That was a crazy game. And UConn, again, I mean, just athletics in general there, women's basketball, men's basketball, softball, hockey seems to be on the rise. So it just seems like it's a great sports like factory that produces players in all different kinds of sports. It's clear that UConn, like as a school, cares a lot about athletics. And I'm happy that you're going to a place that really values their athletes. And I'm sure you can tell that from being there.
Oh,
well, it's very elite.
Yeah, it is.
Athletics, right? Like D1. I feel like I know a celebrity with Riley. Like going to play for UConn.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're going to be talking about this in the future. It's like, dude, I knew her.
We will. We will constantly do
I know her.
We will do a Where Are They Now segment with all of the softball and all the recruits. Like we used to do that segment quite a bit with me and Devin. Like if a high school star would go on and succeed, we would do kind of a Where Are They Now and say like their stats, how they're doing at that school.
Like with DeBonza and all of this. It's just kind of like, dude,
and
we knew
Panay
him.
Sewell, when he was at Desert Hills too,
Right.
Noah Sewell, those guys, we've tracked their careers. So we can't wait to track your career as well, Riley. It's going to be really fun to watch, and we're going to see, you're going to crush expectations. You're going to, I think you're going to be a record
I just can't
setter.
wait to watch her dance.
One record set, you're just going to have the most dances in a season between innings.
Right?
That's going to be a new record.
There's going to be some new records set for sure.
There will be some new records set in stores this upcoming season. Of course, after the finale in the high school ranks for Riley Green and the Desert Hills Thunder coming up this season. So let's grab our last break of the show, and we're going to come back and take it to the top as do a little NFL preview to wind up the show.
Riley, you got some picks?
Yeah, you love the NFL, don't you?
Of course.
All right.
Yes.
She's going to sit in with us for another segment. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the wrap of the show right after this. Back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. It's been a fun edition on a Tuesday of The Drive, post-national championship edition, as we hashed it out quite a bit in the first hour. Me, Tara, and Devin gave our breakdown of the national title, and Tara, of course, still gloating. And
Number one.
she's still taking her rightful
If
place.
you ain't first or last.
On the trophy stand. There's that typical, like when racers finish in, like a race, and they have that podium with the levels of, like first place is the highest, second place is like middle, third place is the lowest.
Yeah.
So I think in this bracket, me and Devin tied for third place because both our brackets just went horribly bad.
Yeah, they went to crap, dude.
In the second round.
So, yeah, I don't know if that even counts. I
So
don't
Tara's the rightful recipient of the 2026 The Drive Bracket Challenge champion.
Thank you.
So take your bow. Take your bow, buddy. There you go, Riley. Gives her a clap. So nice of you.
I'll clap.
But now as we transition away from the college football scene for a long time, a lot of months without college football now. It's a sad time for people like me that love the sport. But there's still a little bit of football left for us football fans. There's one more weekend of the championships, conference championship weekend, and then the Super Bowl. And then we go a long way without it. So we got to enjoy these games. And let's jump into them. Let's preview these games, the NFC and AFC championship games. Let's start with the AFC championship game. That'll be 1 p.m. on CBS. Right now, New England favored by 5 and a hook, 41 and a hook the total. So we're not making picks today. It's way too early in the week, but I already know where you're going. So if you want to out your pick
I can. I'll just make my pick
all
right
right,
now.
go ahead. Make your pick now.
It's Mayday. Go Patriots.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Drake May.
She likes May and the Patriots. Yep. She has all season. So, Riley, we had these shows in the summertime where, we were doing fantasy football talk. Are you familiar with fantasy football?
I have my own too.
Oh, nice.
So.
Okay. All right. So you're on the fantasy train.
Yes.
So we were talking about sleepers, like players that you would draft in round 7 or later or whatever. So I named 2 bums that aren't even really that good at this year. And of course she names Drake May as a sleeper. And Hunter Henry is tight end. So, she had 2 nice sleepers.
Yep.
And she's going to let you know about it too.
I'm so humble. No, you
are. You are very humble.
I'm not going to brag.
But so Tara's on the Patriots. She's the only one giving out a pick today. But as far as the game goes, Jarrett Stidham making his first start in over 3 years for the Broncos after Bo Nix fractures his ankle. That spells trouble for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I mean, that's just, I know you're at home. You've got the best defense, arguably, in the league. You got the defensive player of the year of a year ago in Pat Surtain. You got a lot of pieces on that defensive side of the ball. But there's one thing that goes against the Broncos in this game, and that's the quarterback is the most important position on the field. And you're starting a guy that hasn't played in over 3 years. So I think that kind of stacks up pretty rough for the Broncos. It's terrible luck to be able to kneel down on that. That's the play Bo Nix got hurt.
That's the crazy thing. It was a kneel down.
It was a kneel down where his ankle got kind of rolled over on, and it caused that terrible injury. And that's the thing. All they were doing with that kneel was getting it centered for the kicker.
Right.
They could have just not
from the
kneeled.
because it wasn't crazy side.
It wasn't a crazy angle. It was off on the left hash mark, but you still could have kicked it. Still could have kicked it and made
one
the
job.
kick.
You should be able to nail that from any angle.
All right, Riley, because we won't have you presumably on the show for the rest of the week, I want you to make your pick on this game. Patriots, Broncos. Who you got?
I got Broncos. I'm a little biased because I'm a Broncos fan.
Oh, wow.
But
No.
I am against.
Oh, no. You're gonna run yourself out of this. Well, she's gonna run you out of this studio.
No.
I'm gonna get sent out early.
Well, all right. So you're on the Broncos. I'll even give you the 5.5 points. They don't even have to win outright. So just keep that in mind. You're playing with the points here because the Broncos are the decided underdog in this game. So I think as far as the Broncos winning, that will be one of the greatest stories in sports this year. I know you're a Broncos
that
fan,
happens, it will
but you
be
know
amazing.
Bo Nix is out, so you know
Yeah.
you're up against it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that this would be one of the bigger stories if a backup a la Nick Foles goes
Nick
in,
Foles.
beats
Yeah.
one of the best teams in the NFL, and you got a home game in front of your home fans, Bronco fans, just like you, Riley, going to be going crazy.
Heck yeah.
But I just I struggle to know if it's enough. That's the thing. I just worry that Jarrett Stidham going to be not enough for the Broncos defense to overcome. But we'll make our picks. Tara's already made her pick. Riley's already made her pick. But I'll make my pick later in the week. But that's your AFC Championship game, 1 p.m. on CBS, 5.5 point spread favoring the New England Patriots, trying to make their first Super Bowl trip since 2018. So that'll be fun, and that will be in Denver.
Yeah.
So that Mile High,
Mile
we
High.
always
Oh, yeah.
hear about the home field advantage for the Broncos. So yes, and the last game will be the Rams and the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 2.5. This is going to be a fun game as well. We know one person that
Right.
calls this studio his home Monday to Friday will
Oh, yeah.
be tuned in to that one.
For
and
sure.
I will be as well. I'm rooting for the Seahawks and Double D as
We definitely have a homer here.
well. We definitely have a homer, but we love our homer.
We
So-
do love our homer. Yeah.
All right. So that's going to bring us up to the end of the show today. I want to thank Game Day Men's Health, St. George Tin Shop, Color Country Custom Coatings, Prime IV, and Coral Canyon Golf Course, all helping bring the program to you this morning. Want to thank Riley. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
in. We really appreciate our
Thank
new
you for the
studio
gift.
token.
Yes, our new
Yeah.
Yes.
studio
Thank you
flag.
guys for having me on here.
Absolutely. It's been a joy covering you in softball, and it was awesome
Yep.
having you on today.
And we're lifelong fans. We will always, support and watch you.
Thank
All
you
right.
guys
The
so much.
Fan Sports Network. KAZZAM. Parawan. KONY HD3 St. George.
Canyon Media. Here for you.